This is the most annoying offense in college football 26. I was getting tired of people running the same plays, same formations, same setups as everybody else. So I decided to build something else, something unique, something completely off meta that almost nobody else is using. And what I ended up finding was an offense that destroys both zone and man, has one of the most unstoppable RPOs in the game, and has the absolute best trick play in all of college football 26. And today I'm going to show you exactly where to find it, how to run it, and then I'm going to take it into an online head-to-head gameplay so you can see it in action. And as always, if you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell for when we drop new videos. Now for this offense, we're going to be looking at the formation split slot offset from the USC offensive playbook. And as always, if you want access to this full scheme with even more unstoppable setups and one-play touchdowns, you can find that on WinCollegeFootball.com. Now let's get to the first play. All right, now the first play we're going to take a look at out of the formation split slot offset is the play motion double pass. Now, this is the best trick play in the game, but you need to set your opponent up for it. I'll show you how we're going to do that as I go through the mini scheme for you guys here, but first, I need to show you why this is the best trick play in the game. So you can see here, we're going to run this formation with our double side, which is our A and B receiver. Let me just show it here so you can see it. Our A and B receiver are to the side with more grass on it. They're to the wide side of the field. Now, you're going to see when we snap the football, our running back is going to go on an auto motion behind our quarterback, and then our quarterback will auto throw him the football. Now, what's so great about this is if your opponent is in any zone coverage, including match, this is going to be a one-play score. So if we go ahead and snap it, our quarterback will auto throw him the football, the defense will bite down, and we will have this receiver wide open for an easy one-play touchdown. And again, this is going to work against any zone coverage in the game. It doesn't matter. That was a cover 3, for example. Let's just go to cover 4 match, right? You'd think, hey, cover 4 match, they've got 4 quarter zones back there. They should definitely stay back. They don't. And again, it's a free one-play touchdown. Now, obviously, you can make it better if you've got a running back that has good throw power and everything, but ultimately, it will work with pretty much any running back in the entire game. Now, what you need to know about this, first of all, if they pass commit and they're playing zone coverage, what you're going to see is I'm just going to go ahead and pass commit on defense here. What's going to happen is they're not going to get faked out. Like the deep safeties will stay back, but it's going to give you an opportunity oftentimes to just take off and run with your running back. Like it's an easy 5, 10, sometimes even 15 yards. So if you see them in zone and they actually play it, they are pass committing. We're going to show you exactly what to do when your opponent starts doing that as we go through this scheme. So again, this builds on a lot of what we need to do. So please watch all the actual videos. So next, what if they're in man? Well, this does not actually trick man coverage. You can see here, if we do this, man coverage plays it, and we've got nowhere to throw it. In fact, we need to throw it away. So man coverage is the best counter to this, but again, we're going to have man cover answers to this and everything. But literally any zone coverage, if your opponent's not pass committing, they're not ready for it, it's going to be a one-play touchdown. So like I said when we started this, you need to set your opponent up for this. They need to know this is not something in your playbook, and we need to have other plays that have this same motion that beat zone, that beat man, and force them to not pass commit. So with that, let's get into the other plays, and you're going to see how beautifully this builds into an entire system so you can run this offense in a really unstoppable way. All right, the next play we're going to take a look at is motion RPO peak swing. So it's a mouthful of a play name, but it is one of the better RPOs in the entire game, and it also looks exactly the same pre-snap as double pass, and it has the same running back motion. So again, just to reinforce it here, we have our A and B receiver, our dual receiver side to the wide side of the field. And again, the running back, when you hit hike, is going to go in that same auto motion behind your quarterback. So why is this RPO in particular so good? Well, first and foremost, it's a really good RPO. So here I'm just going to show this against like a stock cover 3 first. You'll notice that if you just literally snap this, a lot of times you're just going to get great blocking. And you can see we just turn this into a big play, and it can even go for one-play scores a lot of times. So what will typically happen is your opponent are, especially good opponents, they're going to try to defend this like they defend other RPOs. They're going to have a slot corner. You can see it's the guy with the F over his head, and they're going to put him into a hard flat. So they're going to shade it down, for example. Now, that stops a lot of the most popular RPOs in college football 26, including RPO read Y flat, but it does not stop this RPO. So for example, we do the same thing. They're going to think that that hard flat is going to play it. It will not. It will get blocked by our receiver, and we will again pick up easy yards, right? So the other thing that they'll do, even if they try to do that out of like a cover 4, for example, it's still not going to work. Cover 3 or cover 4, they try to shade that down. I just want to reinforce that this is really, really difficult to defend, especially with the traditional methods of stopping an RPO. Now, the next thing that they will try to do is they will try to run a cover 2, and they will shade that down. That is traditionally not even worked against some of the other RPOs in the game. It's not going to work against this one either. Again, we snap the football, and we're going to get to the outside now. We've got a safety that's going to get picked up by our receiver, and we turn this into, again, big play, potential 1-play score. Now, the third thing that they will try is they will try some type of man coverage. So, for example, let's just go to cover 2 man, right? They'll try to do something like this. And they'll press, they'll shade down, but we snap the football. You're just going to see that, again, we're just going to out-leverage them, and we should be able to get to the outside. That time our outside receiver didn't hold the block very long. But you can see man coverage doesn't even do a good job against it, and it doesn't matter what type of man it is. Here's cover 1 man, for example. We do the same thing. We snap it. Again, that cover 1 man defender is nowhere near him, and we're picking up meaningful yards on that in man coverage. So how do they stop this? What are they going to do? Well, the first trick is they will literally, and you will see this quite a bit in game. Just for example, let's just put them in a cover 4. They're going to take somebody and literally stand over here and run at that motion. Okay. They will do that a lot. You will see that in game a ton. And when they do that, you are just going to say, you know what? I'm not going to throw that. I'm going to hand it off to the running back, and we're going to take our yards to the left or up the middle. And you will see that this RPO, for whatever reason, is actually pretty good against any type of run defense. Like, it just does really well against the run. You can see here, we've got somewhere we can turn it up the middle. We're getting 5-10 yards. It is quite good. And this is going to be a nightmare for them because it doesn't matter what defense they're running. Here's a cover 2, for example. And if they pass commit too, to try to stop the motion double pass, for example, you're going to see again, this run is just going to gash them up the middle, and we turn this into, the potential for a big play and a 1-play score. So this RPO is just one of the things that we're going to use that motion with, but you can see how overpowered this scheme is starting to become with the double pass for the 1-play touchdown and then this super glitchy RPO. But now we're going to throw in another play that's going to have the same motion that's going to allow us to beat both man and zone coverage. All right, now finally, we're going to look at the play motion Y cross. Now again, out of the formation split slot offset, the dual receiver side is the wide side of the field, and we have a very good play here because, again, we've got the auto motion by the running back, which is exactly the same as it is in double pass and in the RPO. Now, we have one setup to this. This is the first play that we have a setup with. We're simply going to put our running back on an in route. That's it. Not the running back on the motion, the other one, but that's the entire setup, okay? Now, if you think they're blitzing you, obviously you can block the running back here, but this is it. All right, now I'm going to start by showing this against a cover 3, just a stock cover 3. And again, we want to run that motion because their user will start chasing that. I promise you, when you run this scheme, they're going to have their user chasing that little motion because they're scared of the RPO and they're scared of the double pass. But your first read is literally just looking to the running back on the in route. If they don't shade their coverage down, you're going to have him and you're just going to get an easy 5, 7, 10 yards, somewhere in there. Force your opponent to guard that. Just force them to. I promise you're going to have that read a lot. Just take it. The next thing that your opponent's going to do, and it doesn't matter what type of zone coverage they're in. It doesn't matter if it's cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. Same rules for everything I'm about to show you apply. Next, they're going to say, I'm going to shade my defense down. And if they shade their defense down, we're totally fine with that too. We're just now going to hit the deep crosser towards the sideline, and we're going to pick up 20, 25 yards. Super easy. Now you might be thinking, Marcus, yes, that's great, but their user is going to go guard that. They're going to shade down their defense, and this user right here is going to go guard that deep crosser. And you're probably right. And that's totally fine, because what's going to happen is that user is going to chase that A receiver towards the sideline, and then nobody is going to be left in the middle of the field, and you're going to see the B receiver is just going to get left completely wide open over the middle, and we're going to have him for an easy gain. If we just rack catch that, we've got a big play there. But it's as simple as that, right? If the user goes and chases, you hit the B receiver. If the user stays back to guard the B, you're then going to have the deep crosser. Really simple. Now that's any type of zone coverage. Let's go to man. Here's cover 1 man, right? Now, what you're going to see is you've got 3 routes that will consistently beat man coverage. Now, no route in the game like beats man coverage every single time, but if you've got 3 routes that will mostly beat it, you're going to be in great shape. So again, starting with cover 1, your first read, always the running back, then you're looking to the A receiver on the crosser, then you're looking to B on the backside dig. They're all man beaters. We snap the football. You can see the deep crosser is just absolutely torching his guy. The running back won really well too. And we're just picking up big yards on this. It's so annoying to try to guard this. I'm not going to show you 1,000 reps of this, but you guys will get the idea right here, right? So first we'll just look to the running back. He's going to get that speed boost out of there and boom, right by him, wide open. The deep crosser, obviously we hit, he's open over the middle. And then we've got the deep dig route. Now this doesn't look open from like this perspective, but just take a look at this. There is actually 3.5 yards or 2.5 yards of separation here, 3 yards of separation. Like you just pass this straight down, you're gonna have that every single time. Okay. But that's really it. That's all there is to it, right? Snap the football. Your opponent's user is almost always going to end up over here because they're going to be worried about that that running back on the motion. And when they leave him, a lot of the times you just have like this quick throw right here even. And you can pick up some big meaningful yards that way. So again, these 3 plays work so well together. And when you see this in game and you see it in action, you're just going to see how frustrating this can be to defend. And again, we're going to force our opponent to not pass commit, because we're going to have that RPO where we can run the football. We're going to force our opponent to respect that RPO swing route. And we're going to make sure that we can attack both zone and man defense so they can't run man and just take away the double pass. Again, all of these plays work perfectly together. But now I want to take it in game. I want to show you guys it in action and see just how effective it is and show you how you guys can run it too. Now, as always, if you want access to this full scheme with even more unstoppable setups and one-play touchdowns, you can find it on WinCollegeFootball.com. Now let's get to the gameplay. All right, we are on the road in Nebraska. I don't think I've played a lot against Nebraska this year. This will be interesting. So again, road games, you always got to deal with the stadium pulse and everything, so that's always dumb, but I hope that's one feature that they change for Madden 26. They just kind of either get rid of or at least like hugely tone down stadium pulse. Like it's absurd how good it is. Like it's way too much of an advantage to be a home team in road to the college football playoff, for example. Like if you want to do that in Dynasty, go ahead, whatever, but to have your main mode like so affected by it, it's just insane. Here we're just gonna see what his action is against the running back motion. Like if he goes and plays it, great. If not, then we're gonna have a lot of this, and we'll pick up an easy 8 yards. It looks like on first down. That's good. Now the idea of that whole thing is we need to not only see what he does against it, but then we need to just kind of keep him guessing on it a little bit. So we don't want him to get comfortable. We don't want him to be in a position where he can just kind of reliably say, hey, I know what you're going to run because you're running that motion, right? So nobody over here. We're just going to take that. Take our yards. Really just want it to be, we get to kind of dictate the terms of it. So here you can see his users over on the left side there. I'm going to show him the motion again. He's going to run towards it. Yep, just as expected. And we get a bad throw. But also we just saw that he's running stunts. So if he's running stunts, we're going to go to empty. And that's mainly just because we want to make sure that we're able to pick up the stunts a little better. Empty does a better job against stunts than base does. Now here, I'm going to go to literally the same play because I think he's going to run over there and we should have A on the crosser, I would imagine even. We'll just take the running back here. And we get a good missed tackle animation. We'll get a first down. We're not letting him get overly comfortable with pass committing either. So you can see here, we're just going to go to a fullback dive, going to hit him up the middle, force him to worry about the run a little bit. We get 3 yards. The 3 yards really wasn't the point. The point was we're going to make him know that we will run the football. We'll just see what happens. Again, nobody is over in the flat. We'll just take that. Get our free yards, first down, good. See if he's in zone again. He is, we should have B. Good throw, first down again. Come down in the box here, blitzed everybody. That was a good time to blitz everybody by him. So we gotta get ready to get rid of this ball quick. We look to the running back or look to A. And want him to worry about that. He is sending everybody. We've got A, and we should get in, we do. All right, good touchdown on the first drive. Again, we accomplished everything that we wanted to, right? We moved the ball through the air, we ran the ball, we had a little bit of RPO action. Essentially, we made him worry about literally every aspect of the game. That's what we're trying to do. But we set ourselves up really, really well for the second drive, and that's ultimately, as we go through the game, we're going to make it really painful to try to guard this. You know, I give up more big plays on kickoffs than I think anybody else. I am terrible in kickoff coverage. Put a cover 2 over there, just in case. Oh, I was just a hair late with my user. Dang it. Good defense. They're down. Good defense. Let's go. I'd cover 2'd the short side of the field. We got 4th down now. Dang it, I didn't get the hit on it. I tried to switch stick over to that to try to take away that drag route, but good play. See what he does with the pressure here. Oh my gosh, I got the bad catch animation. All right. Let's go. Got the overthrow. Yeah, or on the 1. Shoot. I don't see how he can stop this. Good. Got some breathing room. Perfect hit for the B receiver there. His user was just in conflict. He either had to take the cross or that backside dig. This definitely could be a cover 0 blitz. Here is the perfect opportunity though, right? We motion that guy over and then we hit him right up the middle, but apparently everybody block shedded at the same time there. That's an interesting. Just gotta take our check down, right? We did not get up the field. Good, all right. Decent yards there. 2nd down. Now the clock is a little bit of a factor. So now we got to worry about it a little bit. No. We just got a backward catch animation. We had a touchdown. That sucks. All right. We missed our opportunity on it. That's too bad. Dang it. Good, all right, take our first time out. Don't know where his user is. So there's like the upside. He pass committed there. But we can always run when he pass commits, so we get 8 yards on it. Let's see if he pass commits the second he sees this, right? All right, we're just gonna have to take 3. All right, 10-0. That's fine. Big. Oh, and he caught it too? Jeez. Give me that. I don't know what we need to do. It's just. All right. Yeah, good throw. That was open. Oh, curl route. Good curl route. Good D. All right, 2nd down. I mean, how many times can we get an interception and not catch it? All right, 4th down. Really? The play call is to run the football there? What are we doing? Just trust X and chuck it up? Nah, we didn't get it. That's good. We'll take it. I mean, all of them should beat man. As a cover 2. We got it though. What happened there? We just didn't catch it? What the heck happened? Like the most random things. All right, good, 5 yards. They're down. Like, it's been a lot of cover two. Like, I'm just guessing we're in cover two. We are. Good score. Oh man, I just barely missed. Oh, he threw it behind him. All right, good knockout though. On and off meta stuff, like he's a respectable. What are our defenders doing? He's a respectable player though, for sure. Ugh, just a hair too late to it. Good tackle by the user. Let's go. Yeah, good throw. Oh, he dropped it. Now he's getting a taste of it. Good. He's throwing a pick to me. That's a good switch. Good knockout. Good defense. All right, GG's to the opponent. Again, that full offense live right now on WinCollegeFootball.com, but got to give it to the opponent. He played well. Like, obviously, I looked at his thing before the game. He's got multiple national titles, so he's not a slouch player, and he's doing it with Nebraska. So good for him. Good game. And again, if you want to check out the full game plan, it's on WinCollegeFootball.com. Now, this offense is great, and you're going to score a lot of points. But in order to become a better player, you need to be able to get stops as well. So if you like this video, you should check out this video next, where I show you the most unstoppable defense in College Football 26.